Avengers Doomsday is over a year away, and I have a ton of reasons to believe that this movie might not be as good as I really want it to be. So today I'm breaking down a few reasons why I'm concerned and why you should be too. Let's get the most obvious thing out of the way first. Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. When this was first announced, I didn't know how to feel. I was happy, I was confused, I was mad, I was happy again. Like it was just up and down for me. But now when I have time to think about it and really break it down, this is a terrible idea. Now there is a way, there is a world, and this might be the situation that we end up being in, where they write a very good reason of why he's back and why he's playing Dr. Doom. I'm gonna give him the benefit of that. But when you really break it down, if this is the same Robert Downey Jr., if this is the same Tony Stark that we were with this entire run of the MCU, if somehow this is the same version, for whatever reason, I don't care what the writing is, it undoes everything that he stood for and what he did in Endgame. And I just don't think that there's any writing, any situation in the world that is gonna justify bringing him back and making him a villain. Now, this could be an entirely different variant of Tony Stark. I just don't see a world where they're gonna give us a good enough reason to bring him back and not undo what he did as Iron Man. The next big thing is the script. Now, I know that this is what Marvel's been doing ever since 2008's Iron Man. They start the production and they figure it out as they go as far as the script goes. But to me, with a movie of this caliber, as this big, with all these different characters, which we'll get to next, with all these different characters and moving the plot along and even getting to this plot, because there's been no build up to this other than Fantastic Four, which is very minimal. What are we doing here? This has potential to just go off the rails and not have a very good concluding third act. Like, there's so many things that can go wrong with this when they don't have a plan because of the scope of this movie. I understand this could work for a lot of other different type of movies in the MCU, but not for something like this. Because when you really break it down, there's been no setup to bring us to this point in the MCU. Why is Robert Downey Jr. here? We've already talked about that. Well, what's going on with the Thunderbolts? What's going on with them? How are they integrated into the story? What about Captain America, Sam Wilson, on top of all these other different characters, plus the X-Men? What's going on with that? There's just gonna be so many characters that they have to introduce and give us a reason of why they're here, plus what they're doing. And when you don't have a script that's ready for that, I don't know how that's gonna play out. And that's the other thing that I was worried about, is the characters. This movie is going to be overstuffed. Now, we've seen other comic book movies come through with a ton of different characters, and it is totally fine. We saw that with Infinity War and we saw that with Endgame. It was totally fine, it worked, and those two are some of the best comic book movies of all time. So it can be done. I am fully aware that it can be done. But man, this is a lot. This is a lot. They're bringing in all the OG X-Men over from Fox, plus all the other MCU characters that we've had so far, plus the Fantastic Four is in the mix now. It just seems like so much is going on. And what I'm worried about is that none of them are gonna actually get their time to shine. Sure, some of them will, but a lot of them are gonna be there just to be there, which kind of takes away from the story. It kind of takes away from what's going on, and it can be distracting. It can be done, but I am concerned. And the other big thing to remember here is that just the Marvel name doesn't do it anymore. We learned that earlier this year with the Thunderbolts. Fantastic movie. One of the best movies that Marvel has put out in recent years. I loved every second of it, and I know I'm not alone in that. A lot of people were saying to everybody, go see this movie. They did it. They're back. This is amazing. No one went to go see it. By Marvel standards, that movie flopped, which is just, as you can tell, I'm not happy about that. But you have to remember something. Marvel is earning back our trust. Whether you're a diehard MCU fan, whether you're a general, just moviegoer, it doesn't really matter. We've all seen the dip in the quality as far as the consistency goes. It's been hit, it's been missed, been hit, then missed. We need a constant hit. We need to go, and just show us that they can do what they've been doing over the past few years. So just throwing the Marvel name on it might not do it. That's why I'm concerned about all of these different reasons, because all of these things do stack on top of each other to give us either a great movie or a very bad movie, or at least even a forgettable movie, which in my opinion, for a movie of this scope, is not gonna cut it. Now, usually in a situation like this, I would be all for it. If I see that Robert Downey Jr. is coming back, I'd be like, okay, there was a script there that he believed in. He's coming back because he knows that this is going to be a hit. There's a reason for it, yada, yada, yada. I've been burned way too much with that. I said that for Joker Folie à Deux, which we all saw how that turned out. I said that for Beetlejuice, and that was not my type of movie. So I've just been burned too much to really give them the benefit of the doubt. So if he's coming back, in my head, it's all for a payday. And once again, I hope I'm wrong. All these reasons that I just gave you, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm proven wrong, because if I am, I will be on this channel praising this movie, saying they did it, he was great, the story was great, everything worked, and I hope that's the case. But there is just so much that I'm seeing laid out in front of me that's giving me reason to think that this movie might not be as good as I want it to be. But having said that, I'm gonna pass it off to you. Do you think this movie is gonna be good? Is it gonna be bad? Let me know in the comments below, and make sure you tell me why you think it is or isn't. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.